First of all, this grant was specific for downtown, whether it be downtown Gloversville or downtown uh, Utica. This is a particular downtown grant from the state. So of course we want it here in Gloversville and not in Utica. And then, so if you are looking for another grant, that's what the Center for Regional Growth can help with. There are other programs for other parts of the county, other parts of Gloversville. So back to your question, what is good for downtown is good for Gloversville. What is good for Gloversville is good for the county. So I keep referencing the theater because we've seen it in other communities where they come to watch a show. Well, while they're there, they're going to eat something. And while they're going to wait for their meal, they're going to shop. All that tourism dollars helps the city. Also, if they're here, they're going to explore. You're right, there's more than downtown Gloversville, although my job is downtown Gloversville. But they may want to travel up the road and see the Fulton County Museum on Kingsborough Avenue. So it really branches out. Whatever helps here, helps here, helps here. And vice versa. So it's all good for Gloversvillians. But I just want to go back to the one point you were talking about where, yeah, people are saying, oh, so-and-so got $1 million. Well, first of all, there's work behind that. It's not like the check's being cut and that person's getting $1 million. They have to put in some of their own money. And if you look at the DRI strategic plan, it's on the state website. So anybody can look at these documents if you want to look through 239 pages of paper, but it's all documented, which is very good. It shows that they have to put in their own money. They will be getting this grant as they put money out. Then most of it's reimbursable. So it's not just here's $1 million, have fun. There's a lot of paperwork behind it. There's a lot of rules behind it and their own money going into it as well. So the way I see it is if they're willing to invest in our community, let's invest in them. And that's how I feel about downtown Gloversville, and our shops are there already. They're the ones that are working on our vision and our goal. So let's help them flourish because that'll help us flourish. So when the governor came to town, she announced the final 12 projects. And my little sheet here shows off a little summary of each one. I'll start with the Glove Theater, which got $1.9 million. And it will renovate and restore the theater, bring it back to its glory. Various interior improvements to enhance safety and comfort. And again, bringing in more space, more audience, which in turn will let them do bigger productions. Next, we have renovating the Carriage House building, $1.3 million. And this is, it's been vacant for about 2 decades. So it's going to be rehabbed to a microbrewery, sports bar, restaurant. There'll be housing upstairs, banquet hall, which will allow for like some pop-up art galleries as well. So really neat facility right next to the Glove. Next up, we have the Glove City Lofts. Now this is a housing project at $1.2 million in the grant, in the DRI grant. This is artist housing, 75 loft-style affordable housing units for mixed income tenants. Now it's also going to have a green space and an art gallery managed by the Glove City Arts Alliance. So that's going to be pretty neat. The first floor is going to be a beautiful gallery, and then upstairs will be the housing. Now, it's called Activate St. Thomas Square for year-round activities. Some of these projects have unique taglines, but basically this is a green space. It will create a strong connection to Main Street by redeveloping underutilized park. So there's going to be a new pedestrian and memorial area around the Farmers Market Museum. Farmer Market Pavilion. $1.1 million. And ice skating will be there as well. So that's pretty cool. As the governor pointed out, and I know it's been the mayor's big thing, let's have a lot of stuff for the kids. Ice skating is really cool. Okay, next up we have revitalizing the Daniel Hayes Mill at about $1 million. Now this is going to redevelop a former industrial site. So rehabbing, turning it into more housing for multi-family residential use to downtown Gloversville. And again, getting rid of a long abandoned property. So we're cleaning up the area. We're making new uses out of old spaces. It's wonderful. Okay. And initiate Downtown Business Improvement Fund. It's also known as GRIP. Everything has an acronym. But basically, this is kind of like the small business loans. If you live in Gloversville, you have a business in Gloversville, you can work on getting some financial support to help bridge some of the gaps there. And into this fund is of $600,000. Next up is another green space, enhancing the Trail Station Park. That's estimated $495,000. And this will expand it, replace a large section of asphalt with a splash pad. So again, we're looking at the kids, ripping up the asphalt and bringing in some more green space. We got a pavilion, restrooms, picnic area. It's going to be great for the families. And then another city project, improve streetscapes and connectivity, $441,000. More welcoming environment for visitors and residents, providing more sidewalks, street trees for shade, pedestrians. We really want to make this a nice walkable community, and this will help. Next up, we have create a downtown piazza, and that is $435,000 out of this big DRI. Again, more green space, more entertainment downtown, stuff for our families, stuff for our kids. This is going to be a nice public gathering place for public concerts, performances, weekly outdoor movie nights, an urban park atmosphere. And I know we already have the food truck Fridays. This will help give more space for that food truck initiative. That's going to be awesome. Okay, we also have another microbrewery on tap. $359,000 for the Glove City Brewery. So that's going to go down towards Stewart's on South Main. Because remember, our downtown corridor stretches all the way down to South Main and all the way up North Main. So it's going to be a nice restaurant. Again, you're going to come down to the Glove Theater. You're going to have something to eat in one of our many new restaurants. Please shop, and have a nice night or afternoon in downtown Gloversville. So that will be, like I said, a microbrewery, kitchen, restrooms, and outdoor beer garden. So again, outdoor, nice space. Okay, next up we have renovate the Shine Memorial Hall. That's $346,000. And the Shine Hall is right next to the Glove. And they're looking at, yes, they're going to restore the building, but particularly that third floor, because they want to make a nice, attractive space for the Glove Museum and a co-working space for artists. So really work on all three levels, because when you come to downtown Gloversville, you do see that first floor. A lot of times you forget to look up, but there's a lot of exciting things going on those second and third floors. And lastly, we have renovate the former City Hall. Again, right near the Glove. That's $250,000. And this will be a restaurant and bakery right on Main Street again. So very exciting stuff going on. We all can't wait to get started on it.